My bad. Happy trying to jump. Wrap it up then.
What is up with y'all? It's Coffee on the vid. Tapping back in, man. We got a lot of news to get to here on this one, man. More suspect Diddy-ish. R.I.P. the late, great Nipsey Hussle, man. Things is looking weird, looking crazy. I need to hear from y'all on this, as well as, you know, it ain't like a news cycle if there ain't some Adam22 fluffery up in the mix, as always, man. But that first clip there, you see, this is the big talk, the big news. Stefon Diggs, formerly played with my Buffalo Bills, Bills Mafia. What up, any Bills Mafia that may be out there? And if you're not a Bills fan, leave it in the comment. Like, who is your squad? Football season's right around the corner. If you like to talk football, man, let me know. I'll link you up with, you know, where we talk football. And I always want to hear from the people, just like I want to over here on this one, man. So I need y'all to tap in. But the story here, they're talking about, will Diggs get cut by the Patriots, from this video of him turning up on the boat. I'm surprised the bigger story isn't, man, he's fucking with Cardi B. Offset's telling him, wrap it up. Pause. Obviously, that's an old clip, but it's funny, you know what I mean? Like, Stefon Diggs done bagged Cardi B. But the news that they're talking about is that he possibly had some D-rugs. And I need to know, what is that, man? First, I thought that was just like some baggie with some Skamalama, some loud pack in it. But they're saying this is some kind of pink powder, man. What is that? Like some Diddy type D-rugs or something? Like some zombie dust? Like some MDMA mixed with some whole other-ish or something? Like, what is that stuff? Or is it a baggie containing some bud? I don't know, man. Like, it's a real trending discussion right now, and the Patriots addressed it. But will he get cut? I don't think so, but it's like the story is building up, and a lot of people are saying the fact that the Patriots addressed it gave more light to the story, you know? So I want to know what the fuck that is. And Stefon Diggs doing his thing, dating Cardi B. And Diggs is closer to the end of his career than the beginning. He's 32. He's coming off an injury. Like, my Bills traded him to the Texans last year. He played about half a season, was putting up pretty good numbers, and had a very serious knee injury, or what is it, ACL, MCL, something like that, and he's rehabbing it this year. Will he be back? That's what they're saying, too, is like, yo, why wasn't he at OTAs? Why is he out on a boat partying? I was remembering what happened with OBJ on the boat. He got in some old ish over that as well. But Diggs, like, why I'm mentioning that he's closer to the end than the beginning of his career, it's very clear that Diggs, he's involved in like the Met Gala, high fashion, modeling and stuff like that, his celebrity status. And a viral moment like this is good for the momentum of that side of his career, which it's clear as day. Once football's over, Diggs is going to be in other stuff. He's a charismatic guy, you know what I mean? Pause. So he's not tripping. You know, Diggs does him. Some people say he's got a chip on his shoulder. I hate the way things ended in Buffalo or whatever. But I don't know what's going on. What's the pink powder, or is it weed? Cardi B and you know, Diggs across the board. Let's talk about it.
What y'all doing? Lauren. Cassandra. What are you doing? What's the blue dot? Back in the lab. Feels good to be back. Mobile and they know that. Level on my flow mat. Courtside Chamberlain, don't match my Rolex. Everywhere I go flex. Got like part of some low shit. Whole lot of smoke. That Roy, that thing post. Yeah. Some classic material. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm not even amping your love. You know I'm not gonna amp you up on no shit. I ain't even been talking no music shit in like.
So right here, I need to know, man. I just did a video on my other channel as well. You gotta be careful. People will take a real video or a real news story and mix some lies in it, okay? There's that other infamous footage of Nipsey Hussle in the studio with Diddy. You know, he got involved executive producing the album. He wanted to push back the date and all this stuff, and he wanted to get the bad boy stamp on it. There was almost a time too, you can even go fact check this out there, Nip said it himself, we almost saw All Money In linked with Maybach Music, but it didn't happen. And the Bad Boy ish didn't happen either. Diddy just had executive producer credits on the project, which I forgot that even happened. But there was some really weird energy in the studio with Lauren London and Cassie being in there, and with everything going on with Diddy's trial now, it arose a lot of questions. And there was some weird energy. Diddy kind of trying to big time Nip, pause, you know what I mean, like acting all funny style, and the way he acted with Lauren was like, yo, well, what's this all about, you know what I mean? And it's like there's all these conspiracy theories and stuff out there now that Lauren was honeypotting Nip, that it was some operation put into play by Diddy. Like, I don't know quite what to make of it, but this video is clearly from the same time they're in the studio. But in the beginning with the, yo, you want some blue dot, with the Ciroc and the two girls on the floor, is that part fake or is that real? Is that really Cassie and Lauren on the floor? I couldn't tell, man, if someone took some, because it kind of didn't look like them, but you got the red lighting and things is looking all wild or whatever. But even the part of the footage that's real is just, I mean, it could all be real, but the part not in question, it just has some very weird vibes to it, man. So what do you think? Is it all real? What do you think about Diddy's connection to Lauren London and these honeypot and conspiracy theories and all that? And then last up on the news for this one, man, like I said, it just wouldn't be a news report if there was not some cold fluffery from Adam22, or like Point and Shoot likes to call them, the 16 in Nashua. Yo, he's mad as hell. He's trying to dead off Point and Shoot's channel, man, acting like a hoe, man. Get out your feelings, Adam. You know what I mean? I hate that where motherfuckers, they can make content and talk about anyone. The focus gets shifted to them, and it's a big old problem. Like, fuck out of here, man. But you see, shout out to my guy Jay Millie, as there's this situation recently where Adam pulled up to the PJs in NYC. I think he was in Brooklyn. There was a lot of gang-ish going on, and some people were unhappy Adam was there. Some people were saying, you know, from around the way, were saying, man, this is funny style, the way some dudes were thirsting for clout like an instant thought, you know, like they basically saying dudes was acting like hoes. But my guy Jay Millie, and go tap into him, guys, sub up to him, that's the homie, and he always keeps it all the way funky. He says, taking Adam22 to your section is not a flex, it's a Rico. I think cuz Red Flag was tied so hard saying some dumb ish like that, you know, like we seen with the Ricos and a lot of the stuff going on. It's clear, man, there is an agenda at play. You talk about conspiracy theories and theories, man. It's weird with all these Ricos that certain individuals tied to it all, they don't never get caught up in nothing. You know, you got to pay attention, man. COINTELPRO was a real thing, and it probably still is at play, or if not, another tactic or operation that's similar and maybe called something a little different, man. This social network-ish, this hip-hop-ish has a lot of power, and whenever a movement has power, other entities want to infiltrate it and pollute the message and condition people on some bull-ish, you know what I mean? Want to snatch up something that ain't theirs and put some BS on it, kind of tying in with the same thing I was talking about, mixing lies with the truth and remixing a whole story and narrative into something else, man. You got to be careful. It's crazy out here. So that's going to do it for this one. I thank y'all so much for tuning in. Once again, this is Coffee. I always want to hear from the people out there. So hit the comments, hit that sub button, the like button, and let's talk. And I'm going to get with y'all on the next one. I'm gone, y'all. Peace.